Welcome to my presentation on Central Station, the Green Star or Missed Opportunity. My name is Sophia Moon, and in this video I will critically assess how the 6-star Green Star rating at Central Station compares to real-world sustainability outcomes and propose solution that aligns better with long-term climate change and social goals. Here's what I will cover. First, a background on Central Station and its recent redevelopment. Then we will examine the Green Star rating, identify environmental challenges, and walk through my retrovert solutions. I finish with an analysis of relevant SDGs and a personal reflection on what true sustainability means. Central Station is the most busiest transport hotspot, heritage listed and serving up to 450,000 people per day. Its location in the tech central precinct make it a very high impact site. Any sustainability improvement here have the potential to influence not only the city but national infrastructure benchmark. The station redesign was led by John McAslan and partnered with Woods Backup. Their vision featured a vaulted roof, central walk, and a metro access improvement. While the design promotes movement and light, it falls short in delivering deeper sustainability outcomes, as we now explore. Central Station received a 6-star Green Star rating, the highest level under the Green Building Council of Australia framework. The rating reflects 90% reduction in potable water use, a 39% cut in operational energy, and 100% energy offset by the carbon credit. GHD led the sustainable engineering with Lang Oruki as the construction partner. These metrics sound strong, but they only tell part of the story. Despite the efficiency gain, the redevelopment lacks rainwater harvesting, greywater reuse, and water-sensitive urban design. The station still relies entirely on Sydney water grid. In contrast, development like Central Park capture and recycle water on site, while safety and heritage concerns have a hydrology limit green structure here. New South Wales government policy now support more sustainable upgrade, demonstrating the opportunity is real. Central Park in Sydney CBD is a model of integrated water reuse. It uses membrane bioreactor to treat stormwater and greywater for toilets, cooling towers, and green walls. Designed by Jean Novio and PTW Architects with Villa Water, this project demonstrates what's possible when water systems are embedded in urban design. Now, what's the missing piece? Greenery. Where are the trees and plants? No vertical gardens or rooftop vegetation? No carbon absorption or microclimate cooling? No CO2 to convert to oxygen? Central Station has almost no vegetation. There are no rooftops, no green walls, no vertical planting. Without greenery, the site lacks passive cooling, carbon absorption, and ecological values. Greenery isn't just aesthetic, it's essential to urban resilience. The urban heat island effect is well documented in Sydney. Hard surfaces like sandstone retain and radiate heat, increasing surface temperature by 5 to 10 degrees. This raises heat stress for commuters, especially vulnerable groups. Research shows that vegetation can reduce surface temperature by up to 5 degrees. Yet, the station has no shade trees or cooling plant system, a major gap for human health and comfort. Let me give you one example. Have you ever walked on concrete on a 30 to 35 degrees heat on a really hot day with no shoes? The cement is quite hot. It feels like your feet is burning. Then on the same day, if you walk on grass, your feet don't burn as hot. This is proof that cement attracts heat. This is one example of the urban heat island effect, but on buildings. Fortunately, policy is catching up. The New South Wales Department of Planning and Environment's Greener Places strategy and evaluating green infrastructure framework encourage urban cooling and resilience. Future retreats are now not only possible, they are now backed by government direction. Green Star is a voluntary point-based system. Projects gain points for energy, water and material performance, but there's no requirement for long-term impact tracking, biodiversity, integration or social equity. High scores can mark underlying gaps, a concern I explore further next. Green Star certification risks enabling greenwashing, where the appearance of sustainability outweighs real outcomes. Superficial features like LED lighting may earn more points than integrating solutions like water-sensitive urban design or public health measures. Without enforceable standards, high ratings are not guaranteed long-term performance. The redevelopment claims align with SDG 11, 12 and 13, but does it deliver? Without biodiversity, equity or climate cooling measure, it falls short. Sustainability isn't just ticking boxes, it's about lived impact, community well-being and ecological regeneration. My proposal aligns with 6 key sustainable development goals, going beyond surface-level environment metrics. It implies urban cooling, energy independence, water resilience, and public health, all essential for long-term sustainability. Through this retreat, I aim to address gaps in the current design by prioritizing climate resilience, social equity, and community well-being. My first recommendation is to install vertical green walls using can plants. These plants absorb carbon dioxide at night and store it as a malic acid, allowing them to photosynthesis during the day with minimal water use. They're highly efficient in hot, dry environment and perfect for retrofitting into Central Station sandstone walls. Despite energy productivity upgrade, the station regenerates no renewable energy on site. I propose solar panels with battery storage to power lighting, irrigation, and microclimate control system. This reduces dependence on grid energy and enhances site resilience. Slimline rainwater tanks could collect rooftop runoff to irrigate green walls and future biospheres. This supports water-sensitive urban design strategies, reduce runoff, and build long-term water resilience, aligning with SDGs 6 and 13. My fourth recommendation is to add hanging gardens with native vines or can plant. These can attach to rails or trusses without changing the station heritage design. They help cool the space, clean the air, and support public health by reducing heat stress and improving mental health well-being. Even small garden can make Central Station more sustainable and people-friendly. This project became personal when I visit Central Park and just outside UTS Building 1, both softened by green facade. My medical and environmental science background influenced my belief that sustainability is also about public health and mental health. Central Station redevelopment links to SDG 11, 12, but mostly through technical measures like energy efficiency and materials. My proposal goes further by bringing in biodiversity, food gardens, and public health. Green Star rating often overlook these social and economic benefits. A rooftop or vertical food garden could grow herbs or edible native, cool the station, and reconnect people with nature. True sustainability isn't just about checklists. It's about creating space where community, nature, and well-being are part of a daily life. Let's shift focus to an international example that proves what's possible when ambition meets action. Singapore. Under its green plan, Singapore is planting millions of trees, reforming public transport, and embedding urban farms and biodiversity corridors directly into the city space. But here's what makes it so powerful. These aren't voluntary goals, they're mandated. Sustainability in Singapore isn't a point-scoring game. It's a system-wide commitment to climate resilience, food security, and community well-being. If they can do it, On an island with limited land and resources, so can we. Central Station could be part of a bold Australian response, but only if we can stop settling for symbolic rating and start designing for real lived impact. Central Station's 6-star Green Star rating reflects ambition, but it also reveals something deeper. Even the most celebrated sustainability labels can miss the mark when it comes to climate resilience, biodiversity, and human well-being. My proposal bridged that gap with nature-based, community-focused solution, can pans, green walls to cool the air, rainwater harvesting to build water independence, solar rooftop power the station within, hanging gardens that invite life back into concrete space. Because true sustainability isn't just technical, it's emotional, it's social, it's lived. Climate change no longer distant, it's here. And to meet this moment, we must ask, who benefits from our designs? Who's left behind? The future demands more than green ratings. It demands designs rooted in care, in community, and in climate truth. Thank you for listening and for imagining what Central Station could become.